out today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And they'll knock him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the San Jose State Spartans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Rechsteiner. He's down to the 38-yard line and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Try and play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
At the 29-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
First and 10. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Smith. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Spartans have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Gain of 36. Good enough for a first down.
Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Finds a man in the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
San Jose State, 7. Jacksonville State, 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Complete to the left. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The play action fake. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spins away from the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so...
Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Got to find a completion on this one. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one.